Hi everyone. I'm dealing with fourth unit where we have objective type of questions under the category vocabulary. First thing I'm going to discuss is definitions, how to write definitions. Number two is compound nouns. Third one I'm going to discuss is causative verbs, and the last one is double negatives. All these are very simple things. So I thought I'll cover up in 15 minutes. So if you have the textbook, kindly open page number 208 for definitions. I've also shared the soft copy of the textbook. If not, you can look up the screen here. It is 208 page number definitions. So when you most of the times in technical English, we start a writing, either it is an essay or short notes, by defining something that you are trying to explain about. So if you look up a dictionary, definition is nothing but the meaning of or expanded form of a word. So definitions in technical areas, you have to remember 4 points. Number one, you have to use only simple present tense, that is be form. Be has is, okay, it is something, so you should not use it. You have to tell the name of the thing. For example, if you are asked to define what is laptop, you should not say it is. You have to start every sentence with a proper noun or any common noun. So it is, you have to start saying laptop is. So remember, do not write it is, but noun plus be form, that is e, that is. That is the first rule. Number two, don't give roundabout way of explaining things. Be precise and very short, and try to give definition only in a single sentence. Very important, you have to write only in a single sentence. So what you will cover in single, what it is. So number two, why it is used, how it is used, and why how what it is made of. So you try to answer all these four questions: what, why, how, where. So all these questions will be answered in your single line. So the rules that you have to remember is: do not give roundabout way of explaining, be precise, be short, because the first line is very important when you define. So be specific, okay. So now, and then for example, if you look at the example given in the book, photocopier is, so we have followed the rule. Photocopier is which does what. Then the next immediately comes relative pronoun, which, that, who. We know that who is used for human beings, and then which and that are used for non-living. Sometimes that also can be used for living things. Okay, so if you see the table, what points I have told? First one, you have to start with the actual exact noun. Lifeguard, music world, inventors. Immediately be form, is, are. So it is present tense. Then what it is? It is a system, it is a website, something, people. Again you have which, who, that. So functioning should come. Then later what it is made of. So let us look up which, who, that. So which, who, that are very important. So there's an exercise you can do. A solar panel is something, is a device, like that. Now here, and one more task is given. If you look up the second column, instrument, system, tool, technician, vehicle, procedure, device. So please match up. For example, MP3 player is what? You have to match with device is something that plays music. So you know that. So it is a device, is it an app? Like that you have to explain. Downloads and plays music from a computer. So you have plays, you have to make a correction here, downloads, because it is singular. Downloads and plays music. So these are the definitions. Now I have some notes on definitions which I would like to share with you. So this is some more examples of definitions which I want you to know. So some more examples, technical. So all this will be shared with you. For example, if you see what is joystick, it is a device, peripheral device, which previous class we have learned what peripherals are: computer, translate, etc., etc. Then you have junction box. What is junction box, made of what, how it is used, like that. So then you have keyboard. It is a peripheral device used as in a computer, personal computer, which allows data entry. So what is a machine? It is a device that applies force to accomplish an object. Block and tackle, this is a game like then you have power, Newton watts. So all this I will share. So we let us look up whether we have followed the rules of technical. So first thing you have to tell the word, then what it is, then you tell how it functions, then you can even use which, that kind of. So that is about technical definition. So first thing to remember is use present tense, use the word, tell what it is, then you have to give full expansion and full sentence should come. Sometimes we may use two sentences, okay? Sometimes we may end up use two sentences also, which we call as extended definitions. Extended definitions also use. Then you have, when the definition cannot be completed in single sentence, you can even use in two sentences. Okay. So now let us move on to compound nouns. So what is a noun? Noun is something that we give names. Functional nouns you have means a name given to some action, something that we do. And functional noun is, for example, talking. And then recording is a functional noun. Recorder is a personal noun, name given to something or someone. So compounds are nothing but which are not single, okay? Two or three words combined to make a meaning. Then when you write the spelling of compound nouns, sometimes we may use single word and then sometimes we may write them with hyphen, or sometimes they may come as a double word too. Okay, so let us go on to this 210, page number 210. So compound nouns, then you have look as a single word, toothpaste, single word. Similarly, blackboard, single word. But in the same way, if you look at other words, like you see the structure of the compound noun, let us look at how they are formed, how compound nouns are formed. When the language is developing, new things are made every day and people tend to give them meaning. For example, if you see computer engineer, it is two words, not single word. So computer plus engineer, post plus man, postman. Similarly, laptop. And then you have noun plus noun, adjective plus noun, verb plus noun, ing. That is, we a verb ing means washing machine, gerund. Then you have verbal phrases with prepositions, prepositional phrases, all this checkout time, then landing, then take off, all these many words are there. So junk food, if you see junk food, and then you have food basket. So like that, so many words are created by using this structure of compound nouns. Now you can, what type of questions will be asked in the exam? Primary thing. So you may be given a compound noun which need to expand. For definitions, we have written full sentence, but for compound nouns, you should not write full sentence. You have to write only a phrase. Very, very, very important. Do not write full sentence for compound noun expansion. Only when you are asked to write definitions, you have to write full sentence. So compound noun, how do you expand? You expand by using prepositions. For example, disk drive, drive of a disk. Friction loss, loss caused by friction. So remember, you have to use only a preposition. If you look here, by, for, from, for, with, most of the words have preposition. Sometimes you may have relative pronoun, water, that is hot, which is hot. So here you can't use a preposition. Rate of inflation, that is inflation rate. Why cooling tower? Tower for the purpose of cooling. So like that, you can go through the textbook to understand more examples of expansion of compound nouns. So if you see the 20th one, rate of inflation, tower for the purpose of cooling, car that runs on battery, valve of a battery, gas from coal, compute diagnosis by computer, mass production, production in mass, data input, input of data, damage caused by flood, supply of air, center for information. So more notes will be shared with you. You just go through. So when you are expanding, you have to expand by using a preposition. So you have some exercises, that phrases to be done. Remember one thing, for definitions we are writing full sentences, but for expansions, that is compound noun expansion, we should not write full sentence but must use a preposition and expand. Now we know modal verbs. Similarly, verbs are different. Auxiliary verbs, helping verbs, modal verbs, and causative verbs are nothing but you make someone or something to do things. So you usually have causative verbs: let, have, get. So when do they appear? When do we use them? So we should not have got. We should pronounce have carefully. We should not use have. We should say were only should be I've got it done, like that. Had got his hair cut. She did not have get her teeth. Somebody got. I got my blood tested. That means it is like passive. You made someone to do. You did not do. So I've got my house cleaned. I've got the work done. I've got my gardener do some work, like that. So first thing is you use have and get. Number two is you have someone or someone to do something. So number two, causative. The third type, you see, the teacher had the students to write a test. Similarly, you have, I've had the handyman fix the leak. Did you have the electrician repair the TV? Kind of. So all these are we use. Causative three is you get someone to do. I got my kids to sleep, kind of. So you make someone to do something and then you let someone to do something also comes under causatives. I let the chicken. Why did he let this happen? Let me go to bed, like that. Okay. So all this is the structure. So how will you do the task here? So what could be the answers for this? I wash my hand. I've got my, or if you use past tense, I washed is a past tense, isn't it? Wash is past tense. So you have to use had. I had my car washed. I cut my hair. Cut is both, it's over action. So I got my hair cut. I typed the document. I had the documents typed. I fixed my washing machine. So how will you use? Fix is past tense. I got my washing machine fixed. So by whom we are not mentioning, like passive voice. So the rest of them can be done. Now the fourth part that we are going to discuss is double negatives. You know that in English language we don't use double negatives in formal language. It is only colloquial language. When people speak in some films and all, you would have seen the Irish people and economically backward people use this. But in formal language, we don't use double negatives except under certain circumstances. So always be careful not to use double negatives. Like in mathematics, you have negative plus negative, positive. Similarly, we can't let anybody know about it. We can't say we can't let nobody know about it. Okay, I can't find the dog anywhere, not nowhere. So if you see double negative examples, people commonly use I have got no time. I don't have time, you say. Nobody with any sense, nobody is with sense goes anywhere, like that. So you just try to correct them by using. So if you have any doubts, but with prefixes, we can use them. So when you're trying to be polite, you try to be, the results are not inconclusive. So in is negative prefix. Similarly, evidence is not irreversible. So you have double negative here. So it was clearly not nonsense. It is not nonsense. If somebody says it is nonsense, no, it is not nonsense. It makes some sense, like that. We sometimes use double negatives with prefixes. Okay. So now double negatives with negative words. So I can't barely see. So she did not barely understand instructions. So they have, so what are the negative words? Not only not, you have rarely, hardly, all these are also negatives. So we should be very careful when we use them 2-3 times. So double negatives you can look up in the textbook, more notes, and 219, page number 219. So you can do these tasks too with examples, and answers also will be shared. Okay. So what have we discussed so far? We have discussed from 208 page definitions. Then we have done compound nouns, and then we have done double negatives, and then also we did causative verbs. Thank you very much. Hope you have understood. Please go through the textbook. If you have any doubt, maybe you can listen to the discussion, look up more online sources for everything. And this notes is prepared by Department of English, Dr. Monica. She has created this notes, and you can look up more examples online too. Thank you very much.